On that day, mankind remembered the fear of oppression under them, and the scars
that were left after watching School Days. Yeah, that anime. That School Days. Yeah. That thing. I swear this show is like an enigma at this point. For being pretty
bad.
Good? Bad good. I can almost guarantee you that anyone that has ever watched School Days that is watching this right now is having PTSD, warlike flashbacks right now. I even debated whether or not to make this very video because of the trauma I didn't want to remember from that thing.
Get out of here. Now.
And well, yeah, this may look like a slice of life. Don't be fooled. Don't be deceived by this anime because it does a complete 180 towards the middle half and you won't expect it. However, after about an hour of staring at my ceiling, replaying the show in my head, I've decided to just talk about School Days in hopes of warning anyone out there who plans to watch this anime soon. I could already hear you guys saying, "Is it even good?" And to that, I say, no, not really. Well, you see, I have to explain what happens in the show in order for you to understand why it's kind of bad. I'll try my best to avoid any spoilers so you can induce the trauma yourselves. And again, big warning to anyone out there who doesn't like blood or schoolgirls. Now, with all that in mind, let's begin. Also, bear with me, I'm a bit extra today. Our story begins with one of the biggest donkeys in all of anime, Makoto, who is your typical black-haired, somewhat loser high school boy who's kind of edgy. But as the story continues, we're going to see his fall from grace and also how he becomes the biggest player in all of anime. Like this dude, you can find him with your chick. You could probably even find him with
Mama. You damn right we're still making yo mama jokes in 2023, baby.
This dude Makoto has so much riz for no apparent reason. But more on that later. Makoto's on his way to school on his normal train route when he immediately notices someone new on the train. Kotonoha, who is by far the sweetest, kind-hearted, shy individual who will eventually get done dirty by this
bastard.
Later we meet up with his other sick... his other totally normal high school anime teenager, Sakai, who discovers his secret crush on Kotohona and eventually helps by getting the two to meet each other. And it's totally not like Sakai has a crush on Makoto. That's just totally out of the realm of possibility. Once Makoto and Koto, I'm just gonna call her Koto because her name is too damn long. After they meet, they eventually start flirting with each other more and start dating. And you think a lonely, manipulative, narcissistic, donkey, shy boy would go well with like a sweet, shy girl, right? Right? No. So after their first date bombed, Sakai actually decided to help Makoto and gave him tickets to the movies so that he could take her out on a second date. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, today we're gonna be playing a game of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? I want you to pick one of the following answers.
Here's the $1 million question.
Alright, here we go. A, it went bad. B, it went bad. C, it also went bad. Or D, I should add the rest of the alphabet because it went bad.
Ding, 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 ding. D is correct. Big shocker. So yeah, things happen back and forth between Makoto and Kotonoha, but after about a couple of days, Kotonoha straight up just kisses the donkey and actually ends up liking Makoto. You guys aren't gonna believe this, but get this. After 2 embarrassing dates, after straight up kissing him and inviting him over to her house, how do you think this balloon responded?
I never liked you anyway, pretty motherfucker.
He calls Sakai to tell her that he is tired of dating Kotaro.
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
Not only did he disrespect the out of her, not only did he call a kiss, 2 dates, and a trip to her house boring, but he completely used the best girl in the school. I mean, like, how disrespectful do you have to be? Seriously. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the definition of a silver-ranked asshole. Oh, and you're probably thinking to yourself, oh, this can't possibly be any worse. So he quite literally spends the rest of the anime banging every single girl in the school. Literally. This man has so much riz for some reason. He might as well be banging the damn school itself with how many people he's gotten his greasy little hands on. So anyways, this is what basically goes on for the remainder of the anime, with the likes of Kotanoha and Sakai trying to get back with him, knowing
that he's a player in the sheets.
So in the last couple of episodes, Makoto's dick stops working and he starts to question reality and starts to miss his old way of living, which includes talking to Kotanoha and Sakai because he kind of ghosted them at this time. Wow, what an asshole. Why am I sounding like Penguinos? I don't know. Alright, see ya. Anyways, sorry about that. A little bit of Charlie came out of me. But anyways, do you even want to know why he's questioning life and his like past relationships? It is because he finds out that he got Sakai pregnant. Of course, he quickly refuses to take any responsibility, and in response, Sakai lost it. We later find out that she wasn't pregnant, but more on that later. But even so, nonetheless, we would know what Makoto would do if he actually did get a girl pregnant. Run away from any responsibility, and he falls right into that dad leaving family stereotype, like, literally. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the real definition of donkey. Top G? Nah. Top donkey. I hereby announce Makoto to be the worst protagonist in the history of anime. Makoto breaks down and holds her as he cries, feeling to take responsibility and apologizing for how he treated her. He takes her out to eat later, but gets a call from Sakai asking about his whereabouts. They all eventually meet up, where Makoto, being the man that he is, confesses to Sakai that he actually loves Kotanoha, and both proceed to give us the Frenchiest kiss ever. Oh my word. Yeah, I think this image makes a lot more sense. And so now we're in the last episode. Makoto is happily with Kotanoha despite his awful past, and Sakai is broken beyond comparison. So Sakai arranged to talk to Makoto in his apartment. They meet at his apartment, and as Sakai emails Makoto's phone, him being in the other room checks it. And the letter is an apology and a goodbye from Sakai. And without any chance to look behind him, Makoto gets stabbed behind the back. She then proceeds to brutally murder Makoto with the bloody knife, killing him in the end. Now, personally speaking, when I watched this the first time, I was full of emotions at this point. My emotional puberty meter hit an all-time high at 100. You wouldn't think it would get more brutal than this, right? Right? No! Kotonoha later arrives at Makoto's apartment, finding his lifeless body in his room. She knows immediately who it is, and she emails Sakai to meet her at the top of the roof at night. Confused, she does go and gets her socks rocked, and she is brutally killed by Kotonoha, but not with a knife, with a damn machete, like she's damn Jason Bourne.
やっぱり嘘だったんじゃないですか。中に誰もいませんよ。
In the end, we see Kotonoha holding Makoto's severed, decapitated head, eerily whispering,
やっと二人きりですね。誠くん。
as we watch her set sail on a boat out to sea alone. And then the outro plays like nothing. Honestly, this story is just so baffling that I don't even know whether to say it's like good or bad. It's honestly just a mixture of both. The only characters I will be talking or reviewing today are the main three, which is Makoto, Sakai, and Kotonoha. And the rest of the characters have like 1 to 2 episodes screen time, so I'll just count them as side characters. Screw them. First off, we have you guys already know it's Makoto. As I've previously stated in the past, Makoto is definitely one of the most heartless, narcissistic, manipulative characters in all of anime. I need to hear more people put this guy at the top 10 most evil anime characters list. This dude is a villain. If I honestly went through all of the dirty deeds Makoto committed, we would be here for like another hour. And I'm not trying to bore you guys to death, so I'll just leave this image here and move on to Sakai. Now, Sakai being the #1 victim of Makoto's, she will get the "I understood why you lost your damn mind" card. Thanks to Makoto, we unfortunately see this actually normal high school girl descend into madness as the episodes continue. Yeah, I'm convinced Kotonoha is one of the most depressing characters to watch, as we see her like mentally and physically battle bullying and neglect. And just when you think she finally gets what she wants, all along in the end is stripped away from her. Kotonoha is the only character to root for in this series, to be honest. Also, just another casual Makoto L for fumbling like the best girl in the whole show. SMH.
Get the fuck out of my sight before I demolish you.
In conclusion, the show does fall flat on its face sometimes, and it is pretty bad, but I would say it's entertainingly bad. Like, I genuinely enjoy watching this donkey mess up everything and the weird dynamic he has with these girls. It teaches a lesson of over-obsessing so much to the point that it grows into greed. If I had to rate this anime, I would give it a 3.5 out of 10 for being the anime that scarred everybody. Anyhow, I'ma head out now. If y'all enjoyed, be sure to Detroit smash that like button and give your heart to that sub button. I would appreciate it a lot. That dude Stoney out.
Protect you from all the things I've seen.
Topic continue.